We'll wait just a few minutes and let everybody hop on, and then we will start today's session about cactus and some succulents. I'm going to show you some plants that I have in my camp office. Hello, we're going to wait just a few more moments and let everyone hop on. I'm going to show you guys some different cactus and succulents that I have in my camp office today. So drop me a message, say hi, hope you're having a wonderful Monday. Hello, hello. So like I said, today I'm just going to show you some different cactuses and succulents that I have in my camp office today. So we'll go ahead and get started, and hopefully we'll have other friends join us and hop on. So I just want to take a minute and introduce myself. My name's Emily Diehl. I'm the Outdoor Experience Manager out at Camp Ginger Cascades. I am one of 3 camps for Girl Scouts Carolina's Peaks to Piedmont, and we serve 40 counties in North Carolina from western all the way over to central North Carolina. And I'm coming live to you today from Camp Ginger Cascades, and we're located in Lenore, North Carolina, which is right outside of Boone. So what I'm going to do today is I'm just going to show you some of the different plants that I have in the camp office, and just kind of talk to you about the different kinds we have and the best way to care for them. So the first thing we're going to talk about is what is a succulent plant. So one that we have here is this one, and it's called a jade plant. So we actually have 2 of these. So I just have the bigger one right here. So I'll leave my friend right here. Now, succulents are really easy to care for. They are ones that you can kind of water. You want to get the soil really damp, and then you can leave them for a while without having to water them again. And so that's kind of, they're just really fun. They're really pretty. You can buy lots of them. I think you can even buy them on Amazon. And there are different ways to identify them. So there are some really cool plant identification apps that you can get on your phone. But some fun way that you can do that is if you go online and search for different things. One thing, the questions they might ask you are the leaf, shape, size, and thickness. So what kind of leaves do they have? If you kind of look on this one, and again, this is a jade plant. They have a little bit of a almost waxy looking leaf, and they're a little bit thick. They're also, when you're going to identify them, you're going to want to look for the color, markings, if they do flower, so if they're a pollinator or anything like that. What does the stem look? I always think these jade plants kind of look like bamboo in their stem, but their stems are pretty thick. Like I said, these plants are pretty hard to kill. I've definitely forgotten to water this one a few times, and it's still going strong. And I actually have another planter with another jade plant in there as well. And they're both going pretty strong. But like I said, if you're going to identify, there's definitely some great apps. You're also going to want to just look at the different types, just in case if you happen to lose the little name tag that comes with them if you buy them. It's also going to ask you, what kind of leaves. Are they smooth? Are they rough? Are the stems smooth or rough? The overall size. Succulents and cactuses come in all various shapes and sizes. So you just want to take a look at that. Like I said, this one, the jade plant, is pretty cool. I just think it's really, really pretty. But the nice thing about succulents, like I had said earlier, they're definitely ones that you can kind of forget to water. Hopefully you don't, but if you're like me, sometimes you're just like, oh no, I forgot to water my plant. They just really need their roots soaked in water. So there's a couple different ways you can do that. You can either use like a spritzer, kind of what I have here, and just give them a little spray. Or you can also do what they call the soak and dry. So you essentially want to soak your soil, and then you just kind of let it go and just keep an eye on it. And when the soil starts to look a little dry, you just add more water. That's usually my first sign. If I go over and I look at them and the soil looks a little dry, I'm like, oh, should water my plants. But yeah, but those are fun. So this is, I'll show you the different ones we have. Hi, everybody. But this one, like I said, is a jade plant. And like I said, this one is pretty resilient. And they grow really nice indoors. I mean, all the plants in the camp office, they just live on a shelf by a window. And they're really easy to care for. So this is always, I always consider this a good first time plant to have. Another plant that I have here in the office, and she's a little bit bigger, is we actually have an aloe vera plant. And again, an aloe vera plant is also a really hard plant to kill. You can see this one, it's got a little sad. I might need to rotate it in the sun. She seems, if you kind of look at the way it is, they're definitely coming off more of one side of the plant than the other. But our aloe vera plants are they're pretty hard to kill. So they're the same kind of thing. You can use a spritzer and just kind of spritz the soil and spritz the plant, or you can pour the water in there, make sure the soil gets nice and damp, and then just leave it for a little bit. Aloe vera plants are also one. They are another really good indoor plant. They actually thrive in really snug environments. So if you have them on a shelf like I do with mine, they don't necessarily need room to grow out. They will do fine just growing up and living in kind of tight quarters. You definitely, like all of our other plants, keep it in a sunny place. They definitely want some sun. You can kind of see, like I said, with this little end, poor little guy, this one hasn't seen a lot of the sun, so it's starting to die on the end. So that just means I need to rotate my plant a little bit. And so you just want to make sure you're doing that. And again, aloe vera plants, like I said, they are pretty difficult to kill. Just like with our lovely jade plant. You just want to get the soil nice and damp, and then you're just going to leave it. These kinds of plants just soak in the water. You don't want to overwater them. You can actually overwater an aloe vera plant, and it'll start to get brown ends and things like that. And I can tell you for sure this one's just because from the sun. I have not overwatered this one because I only water them every so often. But aloe vera plants are pretty cool. If you don't know anything about the aloe vera plant, if you get a really bad sunburn, they're really great. You can actually break them off at the stem, and on the inside is just a clear liquid or gel that you can put on that helps. And if you have a really big aloe vera plant, they're also ones that you can cut some ends off and plant them in other smaller pots and give them as gifts. I thought that was really cool. I learned that today. I didn't know that. But they're really cool. So if you have an aloe vera plant that's maybe just getting way too big, you can actually trim it down and then give that plant off to other people. But just like some things, sometimes they don't always take. So if you do trim them and decide to grow smaller aloe vera plants to give off as gifts, you just want to make sure that they are thriving before you hand them off to someone. But yeah, these are pretty cool, and these come in handy. Like I said, if you get sunburned or anything, you kind of have your own little plant that you can use, and they're just super, super neat. So again, this is our aloe vera plant that we have in our office, and I'm just gonna have to shuffle some things around. I'll leave my little aloe vera plant kind of in the frame. You can see them, and my jade plant. The next couple plants I'm going to show you are just two of the different cactuses that we also have in the camp office. They're pretty cool too, I think. They're definitely our little friends that we keep with us. The first one that I'm going to show you, and unfortunately he tipped over when I took him from over on the shelf, but it'll be okay. He'll be all right. I'll mess with him and get him in there a little bit better. This cactus right here is called a growing pincushion cactus. And again, there's a theme here. This is a really great plant if you're new at gardening, or if you're new at like making an indoor little cactus garden or succulent garden, or cactus and succulent garden. They're pretty, again, cactuses can be pretty hard or difficult to really kill completely. They're the same kind of thing as you just want to give them a little spurts of water, or just get their soil nice and damp. Because remember, cactuses are usually from pretty dry places, so they're not used to being watered constantly. So they're another one you can do like a weekly watering, and they should be all good to go. This one is a desert cactus, and like I said, he fell over when I picked him up, so I'm just gonna have to put him back in. But this is just our little pincushion cactus that we keep in the office. The next cactus I'm going to have that I'm going to show you guys is, it has a couple different names. It could be called angel wings, bunny ears, bunny ear, prickly pear, polka dot cactus. If you can kind of see, has like the little, looks like little dots on it. Yeah, I know, I always forget. Listen, I forget to water mine all the time. So these are all really hard to kill plants, you guys. So if you're ever worried about it or you're not quite sure, these are definitely the plants to get, because it takes a lot of effort to not have them thrive. But this is our bunny ear cactus. This one is pretty small. We just recently rearranged our camp office and realized that this guy was looking just a little small. So now he sits closest to the window so he can get a little bit more sunlight. But this one's it's another one little fun, same kind of thing. You just want to water it, and just like all of our cactuses are usually in a desert kind of landscape. So you don't want to overwater them. But they're super fun, and like I said, you can kind of see this one. It does look like it has polka dots, so it's polka dot cactus, or bunny ears. I don't know if I can kind of show. Some of them kind of look like a little bunny, and it has little ears on it. But they're super fun. These can also sometimes be a little bit yellow. This one, like I said, this plant's struggling just a little bit, so we're doing our best just to kind of keep him going and keeping him green. But yeah, that's it. If you guys have any questions, or if you missed the first little bit and you want to see any other plants or another plant again, let me know. But I'll show them all one more time just if you want to see. So we started out with our jade plant. And then we moved on to our aloe vera plant. This one's just a little bit heavy. The pot, I think, it's a little bit more sturdy than the other ones. And then we had our pincushion cactus, our little guy. And then our angel wings, our bunny ears, our polka dotted cactus that we have. But like I said, these are all really, really great plants that you can keep or have in your house. Definitely do some research though. Make sure if you do have pets that they're okay to be around your pet, or if you have any smaller siblings, you want to make sure that you don't get any cactuses that'll hurt or anything like that. All of these plants actually live in our camp office, so they are here all the time. It just helps add a little greenery to our office, and they're just fun. Like I said, when I remember to water them, they're really fun, and it's nice to see them grow. But yeah, they're super fun. And like I said, they're really easy, and there's some really cool apps out there that you can actually download for plant identification. So you can do that, or you do your own little research based on any plants that you have. And I also believe you can, I know we're at stay-at-home orders, but I think Amazon even has, like, you can order succulents and cactuses to your house. So if you do start a little garden in your house with an aloe vera plant or anything like that, drop a picture, let us know. We'd love to see it. Other than that, thank you guys so much for joining me today. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your Monday, and don't forget to log in every day this week at 11, 4, and 7 for some really awesome Facebook Lives. We love being able to hang out with you guys, and don't forget to watch our events part of our Facebook page. We are bringing some virtual badge and journey programs, and so that's the best way to keep up with what we're doing and what we're offering. And if you think of any badges or journeys that really interest you, or if you know of any that your troop would really want to do, drop us a comment as well. Let us know. We'd love to hear your thoughts and make sure that we're providing the best program and badges for you guys. But I'll see you guys later. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and definitely let me see if you guys have any other cool cactuses or succulents in your house, and I'm gonna go put mine back and hopefully get this little guy standing back up. But enjoy the rest of your day. Bye, guys.